Yes, sir, baby. Hey, man, it's your boy Eddie Ed, the handsome one.
All right, it's dialogue in the building. I don't know about all that, man, but let's
Hey,
just keep
man,
going.
don't mess
Let's
with the
just keep
intro.
going.
Hey, man, if you here to, if you come here to laugh, man, we got you. If you come here to be entertained, or if you just want to waste some time, man, we got you, man.
Oh yeah, all kinds of entertainment over here. Waste some time though. I don't know about that, man. That's like saying like. Anyway, we are here
Yeah,
to give you
I'm
guys
messing
some
up this.
topics today. Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good, man. Look, we're just here to talk about some stuff. I'm excited to be back again, man. After we did that first episode, I was like, dang, I kind of wanna keep this going. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
entertaining. I'm glad
Yeah.
we're bringing you guys some of this stuff. So,
So
let's
right. Hey,
get
we're
right
just a
into
couple
it.
of dudes, man, just sharing our thoughts about life stuff, whatever it may be, from relationships to what you do in your room. I don't know why I said what you do in your room, but let's move forward.
That's a good point. That's a very
yes.
good point. If you guys do some weird stuff in your room, please let us know so we can talk about it. We are more than
some people
happy to discuss.
Some people like looking outside just for like that's how they get their nature. That's how they enjoy nature. Is just look out through the window. And you got the types that go outside. So
What are you talking about?
like what you do in your room. But anyway, let's move forward. I don't know what that was about. Bro, man, so weekly layouts, man. What's been going on throughout the week?
It's another week, man. Let's see. I wrote some stuff down. My weekly. I feel like my weekly layout stuff is going to be the same every week. Like working, exercising, eating. One thing I did change was the fact that I'm going to be making a lot more food now, so I don't fall back because I'm kind of like on a vegan diet. I am on a vegan diet, but that means you need to prepare food often. And with working and exercising and doing some family stuff, it gets difficult to prepare food every 2-3 days. So what I'm doing differently this week is I'm gonna be making food ahead of time, maybe like 2 or 3 meals ahead of the day that I'm doing. So nothing really new here, man. Just keeping the grind going.
You should keep it going, man.
Hey, I've been editing the video though. It's taking a while, but I'm excited to see it drop. Excited.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, if you're watching on Spotify, thank you, or listening on Spotify, thank you, or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, we appreciate it. And make sure you go to the YouTube channel and subscribe over there when we drop the actual videos and all that good stuff. So,
yeah, for sure. Go there, watch it. Dislike it if you have to.
Hey, man, drop your thoughts in the comments as well.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, weekly layouts. I've been lazy this week. I'm not gonna lie. I've been lazy this week. Although I dropped a video on the main channel, Eddie at TV, which was a story time. Go check it out if you haven't already. Eddie at TV on YouTube. I dropped the story time video, but the whole week though, exercise wise, I've been slacking, man. I've been in this brain fog because I've been doing a lot of stuff on like the internet, business wise and studying stuff. And then plus like I gotta drive to a lot of locations based on what I do. So I'm like, bro, I don't got the gas money right now. Let's wait a little bit.
It's a lot of driving.
Yeah, it's a lot of driving, man. Like the place I go to, it's like 40 minutes out, and then I have other spots where it's like 10 minutes out. I know 10 minutes is not crazy, but it adds up, going every day, like it adds up. So I've been kind of lazy this week in those regards. But
how many times do you drive out to the 40 plus minutes drive every week?
About 3 times a week.
You're
2
pushing
to 3 times a week. Yeah.
See, 3 hours of driving every week, that's a lot, man.
And plus I need an oil change as well.
See, you would be doing this normally during, if things weren't, if the pandemic wasn't going on right now. But there's a pandemic, work life looks different. So it makes things a little bit difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been wrestling with that, but next week, hopefully things are where they need to be, and then I won't have to rush as much or waste days in that regard.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with the weekly layouts, and I'm not gonna lie, the weather's changing, bro, and I'm feeling good about it. I'm a winter guy. For those who don't know, I'm a winter guy, so winter is my favorite time of the year. I know it's not winter right now, but it's getting cold. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the cold weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And you're in Florida, so like winter isn't the same for you guys down there.
Yeah, we don't get like snow and
Not
and
even
below.
not even that. I'm talking about the fall weather, because fall leads into winter. If you're up here, like you'll be able to feel the fall, the feeling of fall is like the TV shows, the leaves especially, the air gets a little bit dry, crispy, stepping on the leaves on the ground. It's all beautiful colors, red,
Get some crunch
yellow,
action
some
on the
crunch
ground.
action going on. You can't sneak anywhere, man. So
Uh-huh.
fall is you should come up here and visit at some point, man.
Yeah. Some point, yeah.
Experience the fall.
Yeah, because I've been looking forward to the trip up there, but a lot of things are being postponed at the moment, so
Yeah.
probably won't make it anytime soon, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely plan to come up there, especially around like this time, like
Mm-hmm.
winter time, to get some of that good weather.
It's fall time.
Well, I mean,
It's-
well, it's still gonna get cold.
It's already cold.
See, I just want to be where the cold is. I'm from Florida. It's hot.
For
you sweat.
real?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You want to be where the cold is?
Yeah, not zero below and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I want cooler weather. You know?
Huh.
This Florida heat, man, you be getting pissed off for no reason. Oh, I gotta go to the store today. I'm gonna smack somebody, baby. You know? You turn into a
Yeah.
New Yorker, like that's why they called Florida the second New York, because people just raging over here because all the
I don't
heat.
know who calls Florida second New York.
Bro, Charlemagne the guy, and like
Oh, for
another
real?
person. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Why?
man.
Why? Wait, can you give me a good reason why Florida's the second New York, or something he said?
Because the way people act, like you'll get beat down over here, man. You get
But
beat down.
you're not talking about the weather though, because he mentioned
Nah,
the weather.
it's not about the weather. It's about the attitude. It's about the it's about the culture of how things play out. Like over there in New York, you get smacked. Over here, you get smacked. You
Have you
know,
ever gotten
for
smacked?
for small reasons. No, because I know the rules. But somebody from Colorado come over here, they don't know the rules. They over there smiling at somebody that's mad walking on the sidewalk, and they will get trucked.
All right.
You know.
Getting smacked for looking and smiling at people. Yo,
Yeah,
that just
bro.
sounds like a violent place, man.
Bro, growing up, if you smile at somebody and they don't know you, they're going to check you. I know that sounds so funny and messed up, but that's what they do. That's what they do, bro.
You ever gotten checked before?
Yeah. Back in the day, I
real?
used to fight all the time.
For smiling at
for
people?
small, yeah, like if you smile at another guy, they're going to think you gay. And so now you're going to have to check that. Nah, and what you look, why you smiling at me? You know, why you smiling at me, bro? And yeah, bro.
Golly.
So it's that serious. You know, it's like that. But now that I gotten older, that same mentality is not the same way. And so, you know, I don't do the same things like how I was, you know, how I acted back then. But yeah. But moving forward, man, to the next segment. What is going on here, bro? Oh Lord. Okay, we back. Whoa! Come on, son. Okay. All right. What you just did?
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, because I was thinking like I was having microphone issues, and I was like, let me enjoy this moment real quick when he's struggling a little
You know what you look like? You look like, you know, the news reporters that don't know when to stop, like, or start their sentence because the sound is off, and so
Yeah.
we see like them get the the audio late, but they're actually getting it on time in their frame. That's how you looked. I was done talking for like 5 minutes, and you were just sitting here looking like, oh yeah, like it's crazy.
Oh man. Anyway, man. Yeah, let's talk about the demonic and holy moments, man. Let's jump into that.
Okay, okay.
I don't have one of the moments, but do you have two moments?
Oh man, off the top of the dome, man. Holy moment was the weather, bro. The weather for me when I went outside the other day and didn't sweat as soon as I got out the door, literally, because that usually happens all the time. As soon as I get out the door, I'm sweating. But when I went out the door and felt it wasn't even cold, but it was cooler than it usually is.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I feel great because there's something about the cold weather that just makes me feel holly and jolly. Like,
Yeah.
I feel alive.
You
You know?
know? Yeah, you walk outside and you step off the sidewalk and you're not sweating under your armpits. So you don't have to hide,
Yeah,
your pits from everyone.
yeah, man. That's some.
Even even though I don't really care, I feel like hiding your pit sweat from people is like a thing, but we all sweat underneath our armpits.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
and pray to God that you cleaned underneath them joints because they might smell like pulled pork or something like something nasty. I mean, pulled pork is not nasty, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like buffalo. Like if you smell like a buffalo down, under the armpits,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, we got some problems with that because buffalo.
Yeah,
Have you ever smelled a buffalo before?
yeah, bro. I smelled burnt
Really?
buffalo. Smells bad because I used to go to a farmer's, well, not a farmer's, but a slaughterhouse with my dad. And like the way they kill bulls and stuff. Some ways they do it is they set them on fire, and then the bulls will be running to their death. But
No
like running.
way. No
Yeah,
way.
bro. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, they actually do that, and then they let the. Oh my gosh, there's this one dog I seen at this slaughterhouse. The biggest dog in life. It had to be the biggest dog ever to exist, bro. The head. This dog looked like a lion without the hair.
What the
This
heck?
dog was massive. The biggest chains in life was on his neck. I, bro,
What?
this,
Do you remember what
it's
kind of
like
dog it was?
I don't know what kind of dog it was, bro. Imagine you remember those dogs from the first Hulk.
Yeah.
That's the size of the dog, actually, bro. I'm not even putting extras on this one. I was so scared of the dog because the way the size of the chains, bro, on his neck, I'm like, bro, if this dude could move with those type of chains on his neck, it's breaking through the gate. It's breaking through the gate, man.
Yeah.
It's not the gate is not gonna hold it. So I was scared to walk by the gate, even though it was chained. I'm like, bro, in my head it's loose.
Yeah.
In my head it's loose, bro.
Wow. Probably a
You know?
Great Dane or something. You gotta find me that dog, man.
No,
I want to see it.
no, it's bigger than it. Like it's thicker than
Oh,
it's
muscular.
muscular. The muscles on that dog, I'm telling you, it's lion size.
Ooh.
It's I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't.
That means you gotta feed that thing a lot, man. That's a lot of food you gotta give that dog. That's a lot of human
I don't
sacrifices.
I don't know how they control that dog, to be honest.
Human sacrifices.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely human sacrifices. Um, my my holy moment of the week, man. Told you guys last week I had some pizza. That thing stuffed me up, boy. But after switching up to my normal diet again, I feel better. I was kind of getting puffy. Uh, Bad food will do that to you, man. I was kind of getting puffy, and then after I
What
stopped
like
eating it,
did you get puffy around the stomach or like was it around like the legs
like I
or
felt
something?
my face was puffy when I'd
Oh, your
wake up.
face.
Yeah. I feel like my body was just a little bit like swollen. You know when you work out and you get that pump and you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
feel, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, all kinds of
Of
gains.
course. All
But
kinds of gains.
but you wake up feeling those same gains and you're like, wait, I didn't work out yesterday. Why do I feel like kind of puffy? My face is a little bit swollen.
So it was uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. The sudden switch of diet like that, it'll mess you up, man. That was it,
Yeah.
you know. So that was my holy moment and kind of demonic moment because it's like you wake up feeling like that, and then you go back to the normal diet. Everything is good again. Everything is good again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a thing that a lot of people don't pay attention to. The switches to their body, like versus what they eat and what they don't eat. Once you start taking your health seriously
Yeah.
and your dieting seriously, you got to take note of those because that's what's going to help you understand what to eat and not to eat, and then what gives you a certain effect and how to
Yeah.
avoid those effects.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Exactly. It's a whole journey, man. It's not a one day thing, It took me
right.
a long time to adjust my diet, and this is what I like to eat vegan wise, this is what I don't like to eat. But then at the same time, I could have a slice of pizza if I want to. Vegan isn't something that I'm like, oh, I'm never eating meat again, man. You cook me a nice steak, shoot.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
man.
so going into our topics of the day, man. First off, man, things we won't care about tomorrow. So some of the things we won't care about tomorrow, like social media type stuff with uh, celeb personalities. One that we got here is Offset and Cardi B. Offset and Cardi B, man. The news on
Oh,
them is
yeah.
that they're getting a divorce. Now I don't know exactly why they're getting a divorce. I think she had said it on top of on the I said on top on the YouTube page or something like that, or like Instagram. But I didn't watch it yet. But Offset and Cardi B, man, they getting a divorce. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't even have I don't have, the only social media I have is Facebook, so I don't even follow her on there. But anyway, they're getting a divorce. Look, man, I've heard so many things that this guy has done, with all the cheating allegations and this and that. First of all, that's the height of their issues. I'm pretty sure Cardi B isn't. This is my this is my perspective,
Hey,
guys.
hey,
All
man.
right, I
Hey,
don't.
hey, listen. Don't take us too seriously.
I mean, I don't know Cardi B. A lot of people don't know Cardi B. But if you make as much money as her and you represent the things that she does in her videos, chances are you're not the easiest person to live with. If you make as much money as he does and you represent the things that he does in the video, chances are he's not the easiest to live with. The kind of lifestyle that they present in their music videos and how they talk and all of that stuff, they're probably not the easiest people to live with. And people who aren't easy to live with and probably have a whole lot of issues they need to figure out mentally, because at the end of the day, they are normal human beings. You can't tell me that it's a surprise that they're getting a divorce. They probably
Yeah, for
should
real.
not have been married in the first place.
For real.
Because what value are you going to bring a man who has a lot of money and doesn't really need a lot of money? He doesn't need money. He doesn't really need that support, maybe emotionally. But if we're talking about, Cardi B, a guy getting married to Cardi B, she doesn't need financial support. If it comes to emotional support, she makes it seem as though she's got it all figured out, all of this stuff. If it comes to a lot of stuff relies on financial, man. Like when you get married to someone, you guys come together, bring your money together, do a whole bunch of stuff together. I think their issue lies in the fact that they are two messed up people. We're all messed up, but like when you have that much money and you have that much fame and popularity, chances are your personality is gonna be like exploded like times 10. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you manage a lot of people and all that. So like I
Yeah.
really don't know why they thought they could get married. I mean, she's a former stripper or something like that. What mindset does a stripper have to get married and make a marriage work? And what mindset does like a hood
But at
guy?
the same time though, that's what they used to do. You know what I mean?
She used to do that and then she became famous. So like what transition did she have to
Yeah.
understand the dynamics of a relationship? Plus, if you're working as a stripper for a long time,
But
chances
some
are
people gonna
that
be like, some people gonna be like, yeah, but you don't do that no more. Ah, da, 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 da.
oh no. I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in a gang for a long time, chances are you've developed certain mindsets that will lead your life unless you deliberately say, I need to go back and rewrite this mindset that I have accumulated over the course of being in this specific industry. Women who are strippers generally have a certain kind of mentality, just like anyone in any kind of position for a long time. They have a specific kind of mentality that allows them to thrive being a stripper. And if you go straight from a stripper to being famous, chances are that kind of mentality didn't change.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
didn't
yeah. Like,
change.
yeah, like, kind of like. Actually, I ran into the guy that did my glasses, and he was talking about, you know, OBJ. How how he got money, and then, but before he got the money, he said, "Oh, money's not gonna change me," but he ended up, going haywire, as far as like doing all this outrageous type of stuff,
Yeah.
social media wise. And he's like, "Hey, man, dude didn't have money before. He got money. You think he gonna really stay the same?"
Nah, man.
No, bro.
Nah, man.
People that never seen that much money like that, and that always had a mindset to do certain things. When they get the money, they're gonna do that. They're gonna do what
Yeah.
they were hoping and dreaming to do. And if it's reckless, they're gonna perform recklessly. You know?
Yeah. I don't think anyone has ever been like, I don't have a lot of money, but when I get a lot of money, I'm going to start seeing a therapist to figure out my issues so this money doesn't take a hold of me.
Uh huh.
I've never heard anyone do that before. So
Yeah.
if you're coming from like, I think that I'm not going to say toxic, but the stripper industry isn't necessarily breeding people to make marriages work. And then you get a lot of money and you say, I'm going to marry someone else in the same industry, the same music industry, making a lot of these kind of songs and representing a certain kind of lifestyle. I don't know what else you guys could do with each other apart from just make a baby, which is what they did.
Uh huh.
So this,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, this,
I
they're
think a lot of celebrities get together for appearances and for business. Like I don't.
right.
I think not everybody, but I think a lot of them do that. Like for business purposes. Getting their brands out there more, because now that, oh, this and this person gets together, now people are gonna talk about it. Oh, what are they doing? How are they doing? Oh, how they meet? You know
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what are the plans for the future? They're gonna have blah blah blah. So I think a lot of it is you know public image, so that their brands could stay alive, or their brands could flourish in a certain way. So I think they get into it for the wrong reasons a lot of the times. Not every time, not everybody has done this, but a lot of people have, and we see that because why? They're getting divorced. So we could see the fruit that was actually that they actually bore within that marriage. It didn't
Yeah.
last for a particular reason or many reasons.
Yeah, I've never heard of a woman who says I'm a boss woman. I can get it all done by myself, get married, and actually have it work. Never seen a dude who raps about women and all of these quote unquote trifling things that really don't help anyone in a relationship get married and have it work. Few people. Kanye West has done it, but I heard he might be getting a divorce.
He
Kim
might be
is-
getting divorced
You
too.
know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I'm curious to what is going on over there, because
Yeah.
he's now coming out as being a rededicated Christian, or whatever you may call it,
Right.
and stuff like that. So is he going to hold on, or is he going to cut it off? Because we both know, as two Christian men, right, that marriage forever is not something that you could just throw away when you get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's a commitment, covenant, the whole nine. And so you gotta be in it to stay in it, and not be in it for the best ride, and then get off when the ride is done.
When it's not fun anymore. Yeah. Yep. Just like your mom can't leave being your mom when she's tired of being your mom.
Nah, bro.
Even if she leaves, that's my biological mother, no matter what you do. So, yeah.
But moving to the next one, we got Kylie Jenner. Now you brought that story to me. What's that about?
Yeah, so I was on Snapchat viewing a whole bunch of different stories, and I came across this thing with the voting thing, and it had pictures of Kylie Jenner. So I clicked it, and it was talking about some the vote.org or something like that. She posted pictures on Instagram, thirst pictures. Basically, she was in a bikini. Any picture she posts is a thirst picture
Yeah,
because
she's trying to get you to.
no, because her body has been made to be a thirst body.
Oh, you wanted to emphasize? Okay, yeah. That's what's up.
So any
Yeah.
picture that she posts, you'll see she's in a specific pose. to to exercise the body that she's modified to be that thirst body.
And we know for sure that her lips are fake, because the whole era of the Kylie Jenner lips, putting your lips
Yeah.
through the bottle, bro, that's crazy. That's
Wait, was that a
retarded.
thing?
That was the thing, bro. People used to get their lips stuck, but they probably still do it
Yeah.
in a bottle because they try to get the Kylie Jenner lips.
Yeah.
That was
See?
what that was about,
See, and
Yeah,
and
man.
she posted posing pictures in bikinis, and apparently the Vote.org site traffic rose like 1,500% from when she did that. And
my gosh.
I saw that, and my head was like just completely blown because yeah, I get it. She has a fan base and all of that stuff, but it really like struck me like these people are obsessed with Kylie Jenner enough to actually go to the site and potentially register to vote because she kind of gave them a reminder. Mind you, there are
'Cause-
reminders everywhere to register to vote.
Yeah.
That
I
was
see a lot
crazy.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I see them everywhere, man. Like it's popped up on my Snapchat, just the Snapchat app itself, several
Bro,
times.
I keep seeing this one girl, this one bald-headed girl. Have you seen her?
No.
Oh my, she's like looking into the camera like this. Y'all see what I'm seeing? And then she says this whole thing about the voting crap. I'm like, bro, get this girl off of here, man.
Who
She
is
acting
she?
tough. She's a black girl, but she's like a she's acting like a guy. I don't know how people are like. I don't know the sensitivity of the word dyke, but she's a dyke, right? She look like a guy, but she's a girl. Yeah, she's on there. She's talking about voting, and I keep seeing her every time. Every ad is her. Like,
That's
vote,
crazy.
vote. I'm like,
Oh, that
get
must
out
be so
of here,
annoying.
man.
Every ad that I see is Joe Biden.
Well, this is on Snapchat, but
Yeah.
on YouTube, I see a lot of Joe Biden for sure.
Oh, you see Joe Biden on? I see him on Snapchat, like every
What?
single commercial. Dude, it's so annoying. I'm tired of his voice. I know the guy now. Like, if I heard him in the middle of somewhere, I would be like, "Oh yeah, that's Joe Biden. Hey man, how's it going?"
But
Yeah.
off of that
what do you-
Kylie, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna go into our next topic.
What do you think about the Kylie Jenner thing?
I think that is funny how things skyrocketed, the percentages. But hey, man, people think that just because they support her, like she's gonna see them or something like that. Like she knows that you're doing it. She don't know Jack. All she doing is doing something and then throwing her phone on the side.
Exactly.
She not worried about nobody except for the
Yeah.
paper that's coming in. So for those who think going to the thing and voting, it got you closer to her, that's a lie.
Except for the $12,000 bag she got for her child to go to school with. Did you hear about that?
Bro, man, I don't care about that. That sounds ridiculous. That
Actually,
is crazy.
she's a
What's up?
billionaire. So see, I was thinking about it. If she spent $12,000 on a book bag and she's a billionaire, that's probably equivalent to someone who makes like $60,000 or $70,000 spending like $30 or $40 on a book bag for their kids.
That probably is it because it's
She
not
has
because
that much money.
she got that much paper. It don't she don't feel it.
No,
She's not gonna
man.
feel that. If I spent $12,000 on a bag, that bag better be made out of crystal.
Crystal
That
meth.
bag, no,
What crystal we talking about here, man?
like crystal diamond or something like that.
Yeah.
That thing better be unbreakable.
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
it has to be the best bag in the world, like the most durable bag
Yeah.
in life.
right?
Like I better be able to transform that bag into anything I want. Like it better be a book bag. It better be a suitcase. It better be a I got to do multiple.
It better be a
It
10.
has to have multiple. It has to have multiple purposes. For, just for me to buy it. Like it just can't be a $12,000 bag.
For like
Just
a first
yeah.
or second grader, or like a third grader. Like, are you kidding me?
I need some next generation technology type of bag.
Yeah.
know?
But I just wanted to touch on that because people are freaking out about it. Like, oh, that's disgusting how much money you're spending on it. Bro, she has so much money, $12,000.
Yeah.
Like, she could wipe
Being
her
there,
butt with it.
$12,000 is like snack money. Like you go to
Yeah.
the store and buy a dollar bag of chips. That's what it's like. It's
Right.
like-
Now,
yeah.
stop supporting her if you think her spending habits are disgusting. I mean,
Whoa,
she's
whoa, whoa,
selling
whoa,
you
whoa.
products.
Whoa, whoa.
You know what I mean?
I-
Hold up. No. Because these are her fans that are like, oh, like, you should never do that. It's like, dude, you've bought like 10 sets of her makeup and you
Yeah.
don't even know how she's going to spend the money, but she spends it and you're pissed off. Leave her alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And we're not saying don't support her, but if you want to complain, then don't support her. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
if you want to make yourself happy or whatever. But anyway, man, let's going on to the next topic here. Now we know a lot of guys, both non-believers and Christians, probably like the way Kylie Jenner looks, but we know there's also a difference on what they look for
They look
in
for.
a lady. So, like, we're talking about what non-believers look for in a wife or a lady versus what Christians look for in a wife or a lady. And I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna have a side note here. Just because we're looking for a Christian lady doesn't mean that she has to be ugly. It doesn't mean that she is gonna be ugly. So I just want to throw that in there just in case for anybody that think in that mindset, like, okay, all the Christian ladies are gonna be ugly or whatever, or they're gonna wear like
It's
those
messed up.
those Muslim caps and cover everything and stuff. That's not the case. But yeah, so what's the difference between those two guys?
Oh, one big difference that I find between Christian guys and guys who are not Christian in what they look for girls is the guys who aren't Christian generally will scope out a girl and be attracted to her based off of what she wears. While on the other hand, a Christian guy will see what a girl's wearing and be like, oh, probably not the best idea to approach her. And I feel like that's a really controversial statement. Like, girls should be able to wear whatever they want. And they can, and they do. And if you don't agree, they will fight you about it. That's not my point. I'm saying that girls will wear whatever they want, and based off of how they dress and how they express themselves, you can get a good idea of kind of where they're at in terms of how they value their physical body. I'm not telling any woman to dress a specific
Hey,
way,
man, he's saying, hey, y'all,
but
y'all wear y'all
but
spandexes and booty shorts. That's what he talking about, baby.
that's
Nah.
see, man. But yeah, if she wears something that, like, shows a lot of skin, got your cleavage hanging out,
Smooth
got a lot
skin.
of tattoos going on,
Brown skin girls. Go ahead, my bad.
it got all that stuff going on. Chances are I'm probably not gonna approach you because I know the kind of mindset that comes with that. I can do whatever I want. This is my body. This is I do whatever and that's true. That's completely true. You can jump off a bridge if you wanted to.
Hey,
If
yeah,
that's what you
jump off
wanted
a
to
bridge. No, bungee jump off a bridge, which I would never do.
do. You can't tell someone to bungee jump off a bridge if they want to jump off a bridge. It's their body.
Yeah,
You
right.
know what I mean? So you better be careful, man. Don't be out here trying to save people, man.
Hey, man,
Don't do that.
y'all do what y'all want, but don't do what y'all want.
So that's basically my perspective on it. I think that Christian guys, they don't necessarily look at the physical part because we're all gonna get wrinkly and old, and the tattoos that you have on you, young 28
You know
year old
what?
female.
I wouldn't say that we don't look at the physical part, but we don't emphasize that as the greatest part.
No, because you have to be attracted to someone physically in order to, you know. You're not agreeing with me.
That was no, that was a bar. You didn't let the bar sink in.
All right, go ahead. What was
That
the
was-
bar?
that was-
I must have missed it.
I said we don't let the see. We do value the physical aspect. Hold up, goodness gracious, what's going on? We do value the physical aspect of ladies, but that's not the greatest aspect. See, now I messed up the bar. It was good the first time. So we value the physical, but it's not the greatest.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because if it were, people wouldn't be getting divorced over money.
Yeah, bro, what is going on here, bro?
She's texting you and stuff.
I don't know what's happening, bro. But yeah, let's move forward.
She's texting you. Okay. So yeah, man, that's what I think. So that's one aspect of it. The other aspect are core values. What kind of religion you belong to? Because Christians are really supposed to be with people who aren't Christians, because of the standards that we hold. If you're a Christian and you say you date or marry an agnostic, that's gonna I don't know what, or say you marry an atheist or something. It's like everything you do, every form of reasoning that you have based off of the Bible, they're gonna be like, that's stupid. You know, like, why are you doing that? Or like there's no use in doing that. You're just doing that because you can, and all of this stuff. But that, did you have something to say before I like go into something else with it?
Man, it's nah, you go ahead. You can finish.
So then that leads into how Christian guys talk to girls that they approach.
Yeah.
There's a lot less. I feel there's a lot less exposure because I've seen this show on Snapchat where people swap phones and stuff. Phone
Yeah.
swap. Have you seen that before?
I may have in the past, like a while ago, but it's been a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So they put two random people together and they let them talk for a little bit and then they tell them they're gonna switch phones. They have no idea. They switch phones, and a lot of times I find that people have naked pictures in their phones.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
For
Like,
real, man.
if you want to
For
see yourself
real.
naked, go to the mirror and undress.
Right.
Why you gotta take a picture, bro?
Or at least delete it after you take the picture.
At least. And what
At
you doing
least.
with? Why you taking the? What you doing with the picture?
Exactly. Oh man, this is such a deep conversation. Let me just go down this rabbit hole real quick. So
Oh, man.
they have naked
Yeah.
pictures, right? And then they find certain conversations, maybe with multiple people, about flirtatious things. So like, hey, last night was great. Oh, hey, I can't wait to see you again. Oh, baby, this and that. And they'll find multiple people that this one person is talking to about this. And then you're like, what is going on? The problem is those people who aren't Christian
That was a strong
necessarily.
P. Yeah. No.
The people who aren't Christians, they're like, okay, she has this and that going on, but I'm still interested in her. My guy, girl, are you kidding me? Why would you want to be with someone who is talking to multiple people at the same time? There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like the kind of conversations that they're having. Why would you want to be with someone like that? You know what I mean? Because then you get in a relationship with them. Later on down the line, they do something sketchy, and then it takes your mind back to kind of what they were doing
What you
before.
saw in the beginning.
And then how people try to combat that is, you shouldn't really care about my past.
Bro, man,
What
the
are you
past
talking
affects
about?
the future and the present.
Right. The past kind of is an indication of where you are, unless you have completely changed that mindset.
Yeah, and let me kind of dissect what you just said a little bit. The past is going to show whether you transform or not. The past is going to show how far you've come. So if you saw something in the past that's still happening in presently, then nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
So they're
man.
still the same. They still doing the same things. So that's
Exactly.
what we're saying, guys. Like, you can have a past, but are you still doing the same things
Yeah.
from the past?
Yeah.
Because if you're still doing the same things, then the past is present.
Right. Yeah, it indicates where you are right now. And that's the defense people go for. You shouldn't really care about how many people I've been with in the past. You shouldn't care about how many girls I've made out with randomly in the club. Probably do if you probably have syphilis or like herpes or gonorrhea in your mouth or something. These kind of ideas
In the mouth, though?
in the mouth, man. In the mouth. You can see
gotta
the most
take-
attractive girl. Just think about how many guys she's probably made out with going to the club, showing off her body, all these things. The interesting thing is, when you see these hot girls out there, fine, they may be attractive. But what do their text messages look like? Who are they sending Snapchats to?
Who they sending Snapchats to, man?
What are they entertaining? And then people are like, well, you shouldn't really care. If she likes you, she likes you. But like, there's like 4 or 5 different dudes with naked pictures of you know what I mean? It's not really an exclusive relationship because other people are enjoying them too. They're not keeping themselves to be special to someone. They've been special to countless of different people, either guys or girls.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, so for a Christian guy conversing with a girl, it's kept mild. It's kept mild. It's not something that you need to be exploring sexuality or any
Yeah,
of that stuff. It's not necessary to do that. You know what I mean?
it's not.
You don't, a lot of times I hear, oh, well, you need to test drive the car, before you commit yourself to it. And that's a flawed mentality because
Hmm.
people still get divorced.
Yeah.
Like having sex before marriage doesn't necessarily define if you'll be happy in marriage. The fun part about marriage is you get to explore being sexual in marriage, and
Aspiration, man.
it's a
You could,
monogamous relationship.
yeah, you could be Neil Armstrong, explore the moon, go high, go sky high, but, but when you're not
Yeah,
when you're not committed, when there's not, that commitment and unity in marriage, then it's like it's only so far you can go because even if you go sky high, you still don't have that fullness. It's still not that fullness because there's some type of distortion. Because now that you had the sexual experience, now your judgment is clouded, and so on and so forth. But if you learn about the person, and know the person before all that happens, and y'all join together in marriage, then there's there's a greater bond, a greater connection, and the sky is just the limit,
yeah.
for that.
It's
So
open for you guys. So at the end of the day, basically what I'm saying is if you're not a Christian, if in within yourself and within your understanding, in within your heart, if you don't get what Christianity is, you probably don't vibe with everything I just said. Just do you, I guess. I can't make you a Christian, but I can try to help you understand why Christian guys go about things a certain way, why we try to protect ourselves from some of these females that are out here. Like if you hear a Christian guy say, "Oh nah, like she's not dressed modestly." Maybe we're not looking for a girl who's free and open about her body, just going about showing her butt and her cleavage and
yeah,
attracting all kinds of attention. That's not what we want in our relationship because a relationship is supposed to be secure. So if you're
yeah,
exposing that part of yourself and allowing guys to like look at you a certain way and all of that stuff. If a guy's supposed to provide you security emotionally and stuff, why don't you provide him the security of looking modest in public? I mean, it's like kind of a trade off. A guy can't
yeah.
wear
I think
bikinis and stuff.
I think a lot of Christian guys look for the ladies that aren't um, showing themselves like that. The
Yeah.
ones that are modest, and and you get some that are looking in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
We're not perfect guys and stuff like that, but for the most part, the ones who find the right ones know what they look like and how they go about walking day to day, you know,
Yeah.
in public. But then you got a lot of guys that aren't Christian that are looking for the ones that's like big chesties, got the yams, the yams for days, like the girls that's from Amsterdam, Yammy Tammy
Golly.
and them. Those guys do look for that and want to see that because all they're worried about is getting it in. But and they don't have any future plans. They just want to get, tonight or tomorrow, get inside them jeans and then bounce. But
Yep. Because I will
but
say, man. Go
yeah,
ahead, go, go, go. Don't lose your train of thought.
but the guys, that are, coming from a biblical perspective are looking for something more than just the physical.
Yeah.
More than just the looks. We're looking for character. We're looking for a person that has a relationship with God truly and genuinely. Did I say that word right? Genuinely,
Genuinely,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
And not as something. Oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but then they only go to church on Sundays, but then don't walk out the faith day by day. Don't read, don't pray, don't do anything. But just when it comes to Sundays, they go to church. We're not looking for that type of person. We're looking for a person that has a real relationship with Christ and that's walking it out every day, whether it's a baby step. You know, real relationships, therefore translating into our relationship being
With
real
each
as
other.
well. Yeah,
Yep. Because the bottom root of all of this is a relationship with God, and if you understand how God sees you and reflects that love to you in that way, I mean, there's layers of God's love towards His people. I mean, for one, we've done everything in a position to him, but at the end of the day, the love that he has for us, it reminds us of the kind of love that we should have for other people. If you don't have that kind of fundamental understanding in a relationship and how that's supposed to reflect on how you guys treat each other in the relationship, which people who aren't Christians generally don't. I say generally because there are a few people who understand that love isn't just this love that people talk, oh, I love guys and I love girls. It's not that love. It's the love that is forgiving in many circumstances. That, it goes deep. But at the end of the day, how Christian guys pick up Christian girls is definitely different from how, secular guys pick up secular girls.
Yeah.
It looks very different.
Yeah, I feel like we're looking for more about the person, more details, more information, rather than, I feel like in a lot of cases, not every case, but in a lot of cases, guys that don't come from a biblical standpoint look for less information and specifically certain type of information rather than getting to know the person for them. They just want to know certain things that they can use to get in them. Pause. I mean, not pause.
Nah,
But
that's not pause. Yeah, that's just
yeah,
straight
yeah,
up.
yeah. It's not pause. It's straight up. It's straight up.
Yeah.
Scratch that. Scratch that. Fast forward. Um, so, um, they don't look to know the person wholly. They look to know the person intimately instead
Intimately, yeah.
instead
They,
of
yeah,
their whole selves.
they start off with trying to be as intimate as possible. Like imagine dating someone for 4 or 5 years without ever being physically intimate with them or doing any of that stuff. Like
A lot of people think that's impossible too.
I know, which is crazy to me. I
It's
guess
it's hard. It's
yeah,
definitely hard,
yeah.
but it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I mean, imagine how well you would know this person inside out in the dating scenario, and then when you guys get married, you have to learn about the person all over again. You know
It's
what I
funny
mean?
that you say 5 years because Willie, we had a conversation about how long do you think is appropriate before you marry someone, or like, yeah, how long do you think is appropriate for you for like the time to get to know somebody before you marry them? And he's like 5 6 years. I'm like, dang, bro, that's a long
Ooh,
time,
that's a
bro.
long
Would you?
time.
Are you gonna survive? Are
You
you
must
gonna
be
survive that?
satisfied. Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what's going. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he sounded confident when he said that. So I'm like, if
Sheesh.
you could do that, I'm not
Golly.
surviving that.
Like,
I
off
can't
the
do that.
rip, off the rip, if I'm dating someone, I'm like, yeah, I could see you getting married to you in 5 6 years, and we're not thinking about having sex. I don't know why I would say 5 to 6 years. Maybe we're going for like maybe 2 3 years, maybe. But off the rip, just saying like, oh yeah, I definitely want to date her for a long time before. You're already doing everything that you're supposed to be doing in marriage. Why get married then?
Yeah.
Why
What
get
do you
married?
think? What do you think girls want?
What do I think girls want?
Yeah, man. And I
Oh,
know. I just twisted your brain just now because nobody knows what they want, son.
yeah,
Nobody
right.
knows. Nobody knows, bro. I'm telling you, left is
Yeah.
really right, up is really down. Like
I think
tomorrow is
girls,
yesterday.
I think girls want unconditional love.
Okay.
I really do think that's what girls want.
Okay.
Because generally, just the
You sure it's not
general.
Cheetos? You sure it's not Cheetos?
Oh,
Oh my
see,
gosh.
just like a general big blanketed statement, right? Some girls will say, yeah, I want a guy who is masculine. Yeah, I want a guy who will like put his foot down. Yeah, I want a
Uh
guy who is emotionally competent, who understands himself the way that I understand myself, who is able to cry, who brings me flowers at home. I think all of these things are a reflection of the guy being able to express himself to her. And in that expression of expressing himself to her, it needs to come from a place of her feeling accepted by him, meaning that he needs to love her.
Yeah, the connection,
The connection
the
has to be good.
communication. They're
Exactly.
huge on communication, and that's one thing I learned to to try to do more is communicate more, be expressive more. Even though you know I'm not in one currently, that's what I'm teaching myself, okay, you know, how do I be more, you know, open, more connected, you know, growing in that way.
Yeah, because it's good to do that. But as a man, it doesn't really seem like girls really want unconditional love. It doesn't really seem like that's what they want. You know, when she's freaking out on you about something like that has nothing to do with anything, it doesn't seem like she wants unconditional love. Are you
Yo,
laughing?
yeah, I'm laughing because that's real, man. That's real. That's some real. Cause I know a lot of guys out there listen to it is like, yeah, that's like word up, son, word is
Yeah,
born. Like you know,
yeah,
dudes from New York be saying that all day, but it's it's serious because that's what it is. It's like all of a sudden they're getting mad at something that you have no like something that happened in their day is coming out on you.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then that can happen vice versa too. But a
Of
lot of
course, it
times
could
it's with the
happen vice
ladies.
versa. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the ladies, a lot of times it's emotional stuff, and I think that's why they expect guys to have that emotional rock, be that emotional rock for them, because a lot of times the stuff that they do just don't make any sense, and you've got to hold your frame as a guy, which to go into Christianity, there's a good explanation, there's a good description of a guy being able to hold his frame as a guy, not for a woman, but as a guy. And if you hold your frame as a guy, the woman would be able to lean on you. Not because you're being strong for her, but you're being strong because of something else. A standard that is beyond her. You know, something she can rely on. If she freaks out on you, you don't stop loving her because she freaked out, but you continue to love her because you don't love her because your love is coming from somewhere
And you're
else.
learning what was the case, what was the triggers before that led up to the moment. You're growing.
Exactly. It doesn't put you, because think about it. You have people who go to war. You have soldiers, you have the generals, and you have the people who kind of like oversee the whole war. You know, so if you're in the war, fine, you
Hmm.
may see some things, but you need someone who's able to see the whole field of battle so that, hey, this is coming your way. Watch out. If that thing
Hmm.
comes your way, you know exactly how to react because someone has seen it coming your way, you're able to prepare for it. But if you're like all up in that emotional mess trying to like figure out the war from that small part you're in, if something else happens somewhere, it's gonna completely throw your plan off. You know what? Do you get what I'm saying in relation to the woman? Like
Hmm.
you're not a man. You're not a man for the woman. You're a man because you are
Yeah.
made a man.
Yeah.
You know, so your roots need to be from where you're made a man
Dang.
from,
You was
not
you
for.
was just about to bark just now. I felt I felt you was about to bark. Like you said, man, like that bark was.
Oh
That's when you would have
yeah,
barked on, like you know.
yeah. I should have
You yeah
barked, man.
yeah.
I should have barked.
Arr. Yeah man, you got to do them barks, man. Let it out, man. Hey, it's us. Yeah yeah yeah. Hey. But yeah, man. Oh, we're getting close to the end of the podcast. So we're gonna hop into our last segment, our interactive portion. If you're on YouTube, you can drop this down in the comments. And I don't know about Spotify and if you can comment in Spotify, but if you can, drop it down in Spotify too.
Yeah.
But we're gonna hit our top five for the podcast.
Oh.
Now this one is gonna be our top five car brands slash bodies. So
Hey.
we got our list here for the car brands top five, and we're gonna go back and forth, starting from five all the way to the best one, which is our number one.
All right. You want to go first? Go first, man.
Okay, man. Hey, listen, man. We got the number five. Starting at number five, this car has been in the family for many years, and it's still in the family. I don't have one, but it's been in the family for since I was, sipping out of bottles. And this is the one and only man, the one and only Nissan. The one and only Nissan, bro.
Ooh.
That's for number five. And like I said, it's been in the family for a long time. And my mother, she had a Nissan Quest, like a minivan. And anybody that remember those know what I'm talking about. So starting from there, is when I've grown to respect the brand of Nissan, man, because it has lasted us for the test of time
Yeah.
back in the day. So Nissan number five.
Funny thing is, we had a Nissan and it was a huge problem. But
What?
yeah, yeah. So that's crazy. None of these cars I've had before. So these are just like cars that I think would be awesome to have.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with number five, Lincoln.
Lincoln. Okay, that's not a bad one.
A very
Lincoln is not
classic.
bad.
It's not classic, sturdy car. It's not too expensive to own, but if you have it feels like a luxury everyday car. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
like about Lincoln.
Yeah. Another. So for my number four, we have the Mercedes Benz, man. The Mercedes. A Mercedes, man. The Mercedes has also been in the family for a long time and still is in the family.
Yeah,
A lot of these cars that I'm gonna mention, I have some kind of connection to, or may not have no connection at all. But this is another one where I have a connection to, and it's been in the family for years. I like the look of it. The sports body is nice, but it's a luxury. You know
yeah.
why it's so low on my list is because of this. The repairs are madly expensive, and the durability I think is terrible. The durability.
Really?
Yeah, like the interior. Maybe for the older models,
Yeah.
the interior is not as strong as the newer models. But
Okay.
so far, like the experiences we have for the Mercedes Benz interior have been pretty bad. Like they've been a problem. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. For my number four, I'm gonna go with the Audi. The Audi.
Dude, your list must be luxurious because the Audi is a strong look. That's
It's
that's
a
a
very
strong look.
strong look, and it's kind of low on my list because it can be more expensive to repair stuff on. But I do believe Audis are quality cars. They last quite some time before you start to experience all of that stuff. And yeah, the repairs on them are kind of expensive. So it's kind of, yeah. I guess
Yeah.
it comes with the luxury.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. My number three. This right here. This has been in the family as well for a long time.
Man,
Like
boy,
this.
you must
this.
have a big family.
My dad had this type of car for so long. The inner door would come out. Now back in the day. When you get picked up from school, you don't want to be picked up in a minivan. You don't want to be picked up in like an SUV that's like regular or even old fashioned.
Yeah.
His car that he had was from like 1960s when I was getting picked up back in like the 2000s.
How did he get a hold of a 1960s car?
Bro, so we're talking like it's barely breathing, it's making noise.
Yeah.
It's to the point where you see like glue oozing out of it, like the interior stuff like it's really like an old human being. Like stuff are sagging. Stuff is like sagging now.
Hot dog, man.
It was terrible. So getting picked up in that car was a bad experience. Like I'll pray opening the door would be on the first take and the inside of the door wouldn't fall out when I opened it.
That's
So I was
hilarious.
always nervous to get picked up after school. I would like look for the car early and try to like run to it so it won't pull up where all the kids are. Oh my gosh. But
Oh man.
the brand is the BMW, man. The one and only BMW.
Ooh.
Yeah. They are expensive to repair for sure, but they look
Yeah.
beautiful. They look beautiful.
Yeah, they do. Especially the sports models. They look very nice. All right. My number three is the Tesla.
Bro, Tesla. That's an
Yeah.
honorable mention for me. Tesla
Yeah.
is an honorable mention. I don't have it on my list, unfortunately, but
Oh, dang.
that's an honorable mention. Like, yeah. Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Well, I like it because it's very modern day. It's electric for one. It's faster than most non-electric cars out there. Pretty much all electric cars. The Tesla is extremely.
The Jaguar.
Yeah.
You know, the British people don't say Jaguar, they say the Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Or the Australian people. Where's Jaguar from?
Jaguar. I actually don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know which
those
company.
those British people be like the Jaguar. That's apparently that's the correct way to pronounce
Oh,
it. Jaguar, yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yep. But we call it the Jaguar. So
Huh. Well, yeah, Tesla. Tesla, man. Tesla all
for
day.
number three,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dang. I'm curious to see what your number one is. Okay, so number two for me. Number two is the Audi. I love how the Audi looks. You know, the Audi's very classy and luxurious. If I had to get a luxury car, it would probably be the Audi, Tesla, or I can't think of it right now, but something else. But the Audi, man, I like how the Audi looks.
Yeah.
Like it just look sexy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that's just how it, when you come out of an Audi, you're like if you were a 5 before, you're a 12. You're a 12 when you come out of it. And
Oh,
and if you were a 10, you have now become ultra instinct. Like that's how much you look good in an Audi because the
Coming out
Audi
of
is
an
just
Audi.
beautiful.
Yeah. The more modern day Audis are more beautiful because I know they have a line of Audis that look, like your everyday car.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
My number two would
But
have to be Jaguar. I accidentally said it earlier, but Jaguars are just they're this aggressive looking cars. Like they are
manly,
aggressive.
as you would say.
Yeah. It looks
Yeah,
masculine and it's also a
masculine.
luxury car. So
Yeah,
when it comes to their repairs and stuff, I'm not sure if
yeah.
it must be expensive to repair them. But I'm not sure about the longevity of it. If I had a plethora, a whole bunch of money, and I was like, I kind of want to get me a really nice car that I can take care of, I would probably go for a Jaguar, man. Probably go for a Jaguar. Yeah.
So you're right. Hey, Jaguars. I don't really know a lot about them, but I do know that they are, you know, nice cars, and they're pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
So so yeah, they got
They're
the speed for
powerful.
sure.
Yeah.
Coming in, talking about manliness and looking tough and hard, bro. You might look like the toughest guy coming out of one of these cars. Like
Toyota.
this brand. Hold. This brand right here. If you come out in a tank top, you automatically from New York, or you automatically could twist anybody neck you see. Like you look that hard. I don't know why I said that and how that has to do with this, but what I'm trying to say is you look hard, right?
I'm
You
trying to
look
think.
manly. If you come out of any Dodge, number one is the Dodge. That's my number one. The
Wait,
Dodge.
number
Now the
two.
Dodge.
We're on number two.
No, I already did my number two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
got it.
but number one for me is the Dodge, man. If you come out of a
What?
Challenger, you look hard. If you come out of a Charger, you look hard. Like the Dodge is that car. Like when you come out of it, you definitely a man's man.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's
you
very
look
interesting.
hard. You look hard coming out of a Dodge.
Okay. Okay.
Especially a Challenger. Especially a Challenger.
Yeah, I'm
A
thinking.
Challenger, you might kill somebody. You might have been a murderer coming out of a Challenger.
What if a girl comes out of a Challenger?
That's illegal.
What if a girl comes?
I,
What
I,
if she
don't, I,
comes
don't,
out
I don't
of
like
a
that. You know what? I met a Sarah that drove a Charger or a Challenger. She's in one of my vlogs. She drove a Challenger. She had like a wolf inside her car, and I stopped her. I was at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, "Hey, is that a wolf or a husky?" She said it's a husky. I'm like, "Oh, okay," because the neck was so huge. I thought it was a wolf, but it was a husky. Anyway, she was driving a Challenger, and I'm like, "Oh man," I felt like I was emasculated a little bit. Like just because she was driving, I felt a little, like, oh man, she manhandled me a little bit, even though it was no manhandling.
She didn't even know you existed.
Yeah, right. So I felt like, dang, she really like punked me just now by driving in
Well,
this car.
I guess you could say it's and people are obviously gonna disagree with you, but I feel like it's saying a grown behind buff dude driving a Beetle.
Yeah, it don't match.
Right. Yeah, it just
doesn't
doesn't
match.
feel right. You can do it. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. I mean, we're definitely not gonna be like, hey, you're a girl, but like it just doesn't look right.
Nah, who's gonna stop a buff dude from driving and talking about, oh, you look soft?
The girl in the
Yeah,
Challenger.
yeah, but not no guy.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, bro, you good? Hey, as far as I'm concerned, have a nice day. You know, I don't want no proto, no
Hey,
prodi.
I don't know
Porque
you. I don't know like that,
machete
man.
poli,
Hey,
machete poli.
hey, man. The number one Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo, what?
An Alfa Romeo.
What is that?
That is a car that when I used to live in Virginia, I saw every once in a while. Just the logo of it, it looks like a crown. It's 3 prongs.
Oh,
And it's got
that's
the
what they
little
call
thing.
Alfa Romeo. No, I thought that
Yeah.
was I thought that
Maserati.
was Maserati.
It might. Look at me looking stupid. Alfa Romeo is a crest. I believe
Oh,
it's a
okay,
crest.
yeah.
Yeah.
You confused? Whoa. Oh, that one. I don't think I ever seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Maserati almost made my list, except if you want to repair a Maserati, you probably have to like donate your heart or something. But
Yeah, Maseratis are crazy.
yeah, man.
Crazy,
Yeah. I don't
bro.
know if I would ever own that unless like you're someone like Kylie Jenner. Or something.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner, that's a toy.
Yeah, right?
That's a toy.
So, yeah, and Alfa Romeo, man, the cars are beautiful. I think they're Italian. The bodies are nice, and I don't know, man. If you guys don't know what an Alfa Romeo car is, look it up. They have some sexy, nice, beautiful
Sexy.
cars. You know, once people begin, people begin to accept the fact that, there's some people who are sexually attracted to cars. I feel like a lot of people.
Whoa.
Hey, dude, there are, man. There are people
Yeah, I know.
who would literally have sex with an exhaust pipe of a car.
What?
Yeah, they'll put their man part in there.
Wait, you haven't seen this firsthand, have you?
Why would I see it firsthand, man? What are you trying to say, man?
I'm just
What are you trying
I'm
to say,
just
man?
checking.
Nah, the fact that you added firsthand in there
Oh,
and you asked it so seriously too is kind of.
the people want to know, man. The people gonna
kinda-
have these questions to ask. I just
kinda-
making sure we. I just making sure we.
You kind of did what your coach told you out to do at the club or something. You know, if someone's like bugging you, you hit him in the penis.
Yeah,
That's kinda
the
what you
bottom,
did to me right
specifically
there.
the bottom. You know, the bottom of it where yeah. Oh man, hey man, we just joking, man. We clown around a lot, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know.
Hopefully they know. You know,
Don't
there's
take
gonna
us
be
too
someone.
serious.
Yeah.
Don't take us
man.
too serious, guys. We're just having
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're at the end of the podcast, man. We thank you guys for watching. If you're watching on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, thank you. Make sure you follow us, download it if you like, all that good stuff. Go to our YouTube page, Holy Duo on YouTube, and subscribe over there to watch the video version of the podcast. And yeah, any more announcements?
Nah, man. I'm all good today. We talked
Hey,
about
man.
a lot of stuff.
Hey, man, Holy Duo, man. We're out.
See you guys.